off, he didn't want to do this. You guys forced him to do this because your fans went after his kids.
You forced his hand.
He got CPS called on him, and this is purely
like the Eye of Sauron. I see you. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Nah, Pegasus is spitting, like, seriously. And obviously, the stream that I was talking about is on screen. Like, yo, y'all heads legitimately tried to go after his kids. You tried to use, like, a government entity to take away his children. And, bro, it was scorched earth for y'all. I don't know what it was. Like, what did y'all think it was going to be, bruh? Yo, you mess with a head's family. Forget it even being Ethan, bruh. Just in general. If somebody try to take one of your family members away, you just gonna let that junk happen? Bro, I think I know everybody's answer. Tough. So, yo, stupid actions, stupid consequences. Stamped. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? Y'all already know what it is, baby. The Daily Slopes. Yeah, could you take a gander at who opened his mouth? Of course you did. So you already know. Gotta deal with Mr. Biker. Of course, you know, Denims, Kaceytron, Frogan, still molding, still coping and seething. Lawsuit, you know, that gets down. Asmongold responding to Hasan. Yeah, the dailies. Sloppy! As always. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Y'all already know how we get down. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time without fail. Let's get right into it. You already know, shout out my glorious slop king. More Pegasus. They're completely fucked now. If you want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, share the love. As always, I know we get down. Let's get right into this, boy. No cap, bro. No busy. Let's do it.
Welcome back to a series so sweet, it's giving people diabetes. In today's video, Hasan has completely lost his mind. He's calling
When as he hasn't. Like...
Ethan a mentally ill stalker. He's now mad at big content creators for not speaking up and defending him. He's crying about Asmongold taking away his safe space to spread terrorist propaganda. Asmongold has responded. We got plenty of updates from all of Hasan's orbiting moons.
Of course we do.
Anyways, subscribe or you have to clean Dan Clancy's gooning pillow.
I'm a pass.
And let's begin with Hasan's latest meltdown. Hasan speaks on the Ethan lawsuits, calls him a mentally ill stalker.
Of course he does.
Call it for what it is. He's abusing the legal system the way stalkers do. No, that's precisely what he's doing. But
please explain.
in this circumstance, because the legal system is fucking busted, because the legal system is fundamentally broken, if you have a lot of money, you can do this.
Yo, I give Hasan his credit on that point. Yeah, like, obviously, you're definitely going to have advantages if you have copious amounts of funds. Yeah, within the legal system and within lawsuits. But again, this lawsuit is justified because, like we've been discussing on all the daily slopes. Sloppy. Lovely. Yeah, they went in to maliciously steal the video. They did not want to show any support to Ethan Line, clearly, because they're all your glazers. Your orbiters.
This kind of thing. When you're depraved and you're manic and you're an insane person and you don't care.
Funny. Yo, one of the guys that you, again, yourself is platforming claimed to not watch his videos. I would say, Mr. Bad, Emma Panda. Yeah, that might fit him. It might fit you. The description.
About like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds. You can be a vexatious litigant. It's like having a mentally ill stalker.
Vexatious litigant. Damn, Hasan actually picked up a dictionary for once.
Yeah, that brother been going through the thesaurus? Never.
But unfortunately, while picking it up, he also dropped his brain in the fucking toilet. How is it mentally ill stalking to sue someone for stealing your content?
I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me, but we are dealing with these morons. So, I mean, they would try to misconstrue it this way. Stupid.
That is literally how copyright is enforced. Apparently, doing anything that Hasan disagrees with, he will just brand you as mentally ill or insane.
Yeah, or a Nazi, or a fascist, you know, that type of beat.
And I just love how he flip-flops every video, because remember last time he was just calling Ethan Klein broke, but now he's saying he has unlimited funds? I mean, the fact is he is quite wealthy, but so are you, right? So help out your... buddies, you know, Mr. Communist here.
He literally was saying it when I was checking out one of the Pope Diorio streams. Like, yo, Hasan himself was like, yeah, man, even if I do help, I'm not gonna, like, disclose it or anything. Like, brother, we know you gonna top them off, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's the, like, leading theory that, like, yo, they're gonna wait for, like, obviously Denims, Kaceytron, and Frogan to get, like, to certain parameters within their GoFundMes, which, we'll see if they'll get there. But yeah, they're supposed to get to like certain Jones, and then Hasan will just like end out the rest. Like, well, we'll see if it happens.
Can't even donate a single dollar to help out his friends who are getting sued. These friends have defended you nonstop for years, by the way, so if you had
sucked his dick. Anyway.
Any shred of loyalty, you would be donating. Then this next part, he basically admits that his orbiters are completely screwed, and all they can hope for is that Ethan decides to forgive them out of the goodness of his heart.
Not happening.
Only does he
definitely not to Denims
have an unlimited amount of money and power, he also makes content off of this, so it turns into more money for him down the line.
Brother, you could say the same thing about all the shit you do. What are we talking about here?
And given the way that our legal system works, given the way that our court system works, given the way that copyright works, there's really nothing you can do about it other than hope that it goes away eventually. Just like Cyberstalker.
Or, you know, you could just, again, not maliciously steal Ethan's video because you have a clear bias and want to suck a certain nigga's cock.
We do not have an adequate measure against cyberstalking, and just like stalking in general, we don't have the best possible measures.
He's not,
so the only
dog, he's not cyberstalking them. And what do you think looks like way worse in retrospective? Ethan doing this lawsuit, or Denims blatantly getting up platforming Bad Empanada, who is saying that Ethan has dog shit all over his house and all these different jobs? Which one do you think looks worse, Hasan? Oh wait, dumbass.
Only thing you can do about cyberstalking is basically hope that they just calm down, take medication, stop stalking you. There's really nothing else you can do about it.
Alrighty, Hasan, I guess you need to update your dictionary again. Because from what
I'm gonna update his brain.
I know, that is not the definition of stalking. Apparently suing someone for a legitimate reason is
cyber stalking. Like, do y'all see the levels of stupidity? The G-boys will justify it.
It's now stalking them. I'm genuinely curious at this point. Does this guy act stupid on purpose, or
abacus?
is this like a Giga Brain plot? Also,
nah, I'm pretty, like, see, again, I stamped it in one of the other videos. I'm at least like 30% sure Hasan is farming, because like there gets to like certain levels of stupidity, and we know like Denims is the cell phone queen and quite literally at every chance makes herself look dumb, but at the same time we know who she got it from, so it's like. But at the same time, some of this John is so stupid, like it's so mind-blowingly dumb where I'm like, bro, nah, this is farming, bro. For what purpose should Hasan go out and say, yo, Hezbollah's flag is his favorite flag? That is so stupid. Like, brother, you are colloquially known as a terrorist sympathizer. Like, that is just dumb. That is just like, oh my god.
Why is this guy complaining about Ethan making money from covering drama or being involved in this situation?
He does the same thing! Nah, but not Hasan don't participate in the petty dramas. Facts.
First off, he didn't want to do this. You guys forced him to do this because your fans went after his kids.
You forced his hand.
He got CPS called on him, and this is purely
like the Eye of Sauron. I see you. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro, nah, Pegasus is spitting, like, seriously, and obviously the stream that I was talking about is on screen. Like, yo, y'all heads legitimately tried to go after his kids. You tried to use, like, a government entity to take away his children. Bro, it was scorched earth for y'all. I don't know what it was. Like, what did y'all think it was going to be, bro? Yo, you mess with a head's family. Forget it even being Ethan, bro. Just in general. If somebody try to take one of your family members away, you just gonna let that junk happen? Bro, I think I know everybody's answer. Tough. So, yo, stupid actions, stupid consequences. Stamped. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? John dead.
Revenge. You guys were trying to ruin his life and separate his family, and he just had to fight back. Not to mention, you also make tons of money off of this drama. Like, Hasan will always try to pretend that he's above the drama, he's above the slop, but...
See, that's what I was just saying, bruh. He always talk about he don't participate in petty dramas. This is cat, brother. You lying straight to our faces right now, bruh. What was them other Bad Empanada videos you was watching? Like, bro, he's done. He gets boxed every time.
Somehow he is constantly, every single day, without fail, talking about it all the time as well. That is pretty much half his content at this point. And somehow he will still refer to anyone he disagrees with as slop tubers, when he himself is
Hey, man, don't forget, they're paid off by the Trump administration.
definitely a slop tuber as well. Now, one of his chatters calls him out.
Like, yo, at the very best praise we giving Hasan, he's a political drama streamer, bro. That's the very best. I'm telling you, that's all he's getting from me. It's done.
Oh, stop cry bullying your friends because your friends are having consequences beneath you. Like, see, this is what I mean. It's just like
Ooh, big excuse right here. Watch this.
The point here is to be a fucking nuisance, right?
Okay.
The point here is to be a nuisance. Attack his story, though. Oh my god, it's embarrassing. I can't even believe this, bro. Like.
We gotta read that because he quickly got rid of that comment. So this commenter said, then maybe be transformative and not malicious. Oh, stop
Facts.
cry bullying because your friends are having consequences is beneath you.
Facts.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Nothing is beneath Hasan.
Couldn't be for, Twitch's golden boy.
Maybe Frogan. Okay, so basically this commenter pointed out the literal truth that they maliciously tried to steal.
Oh wait, I just baited. I just thought about that. Based?
Okay, so basically this commenter pointed out the
time.
literal truth that they maliciously tried to steal content,
Directly.
and then they themselves harass Ethan all the time and are now finally facing consequences, like they were crying while actively bullying him. So cry bully. And Hasan just immediately had to get rid of this comment, right? You know, we can't have the
See, their purpose is just be a nuisance. Brother, attack his story. Oh, wait. You cannot. Tough.
truth in my chat. Maybe my chat will start thinking for themselves. That is dangerous, guys. I'm in an echo chamber. I need to control the narrative. And it was after this he goes on a rant on how nobody is defending him, like no big.
I'm sorry. Mr. Hamas Diddy Osama bin Laden baby oil Houthi Piker. Brother, I wouldn't expect too many heads to want to defend you, especially with your rhetoric. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you were expecting some defense that wasn't from the G-boys, from the Orbiters, I would expect less. That's tough. Like,
big content creators are coming out to defend Hasan, the open terrorist supporter, by the way. So, you know, I wonder why. Hasan ponders where the heroes are in the.
out here saying the Houthis deserve a Nobel Peace Prize and think he getting bulls defending them. Yo, this guy is hilarious. Like, yo, get a load of that guy. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Streaming space to keep Ethan and Asmongold in check and rallies the troops. Says that if it was years ago, other big.
Shit. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Bad reacts.
To keep Ethan and Asmongold in check and rallies the troops. Says that if it was years ago, other big content creators would have called them out.
But nowadays, a lot of people that do speak out about this kind of stuff are actually some of the most awful people, right? It's Keemstar orbiters that rely on.
Wait, the fellow Keemstar orbiter, Nicholas Odiorio, Mr. Oreo. Yo, bro. Nah, bro. Yo, Hasan gotta really list out and not say Nick Diorio. Shout out Pope Diorio. Yeah, who's a Keemstar orbiter? He really gotta point this one out. I gotta see this.
On this constant cycle of toxicity.
Who are the Keemstar orbiters?
So even the good
Who are the Keemstar orbiters?
side of commentary YouTube
Who are the Keemstar orbiters?
just basically stays quiet. And a lot of the big content creators try to stay away from this drama because they don't want this kind of toxicity to come their way, which is understandable. Nobody wants this kind of a psychopath up their asshole all the time.
Yo. Nigga, you gonna keep printing money for me. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. You gonna keep printing cheese for all the slob tubers with all the dumb shit that really come out your mouth. Brother. What about when you up other niggas' asses? Pause. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That one deserved a pause. But what about you? Yo, bro, you've been detrimental to some heads' platforms. Again, I was just talking about it today on Me and the Boss live stream. Go check us out and shout out the boss. I love the boss. Okay. But like, I was just talking about it today. Yo, you went on Trash Taste. It ain't look too good for them. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't look too hot. What are you talking about? You are a detriment to heads' platforms. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is hilarious.
Okay, so
is
now
genuinely
basically
comedy.
everybody who criticizes him is a Keemstar orbiter.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, who the, bro, ain't no, like, bro, he about to bust out Boogie? Bro, Boogie has been absolutely glazing Ethan Klein. Like, bro, what a, oh my god.
Dude, I haven't heard of that guy in ages, bro. I don't know why he's bringing Keemstar up, but it's just crazy for him to pretend that
Killer, come stain.
people criticizing him are like psychopaths trying to go after him. I mean, look at your friends. They're literally
We should take a look at him. Actually, we shouldn't. But, yeah, we need to take a look at the Jones they're doing and or saying.
putting bounties on people trying to eliminate them from this universe. Look at yourself. You support multiple terrorist orgs that violate human rights on a daily basis. These people that you love so much commit
Big moment, big moment. Hey, man, again, who's got his favorite flag?
several war crimes. You literally laugh at dead babies, bro. Like, if you're not the psychopath, I don't know who else is.
Yeah, that's actually, like, that's actually, like, horrible, bruh. It's horrible.
Also, let me just make it perfectly clear, the reason people don't defend you is probably because they disagree with you. Now,
Yeah, pretty much.
which creators he's talking about, I'd love to know. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know what big
I'm still trying to figure out who these Keemstar orbiters are.
creators he's talking about. Like, obviously, PewDiePie isn't gonna randomly come out and be like, hold up, guys, let me take a break from my wife and kids and my beautiful life here and then come on video and start defending Hasan Piker.
I don't see that one in the future.
In fact, I think it's like the opposite. A lot of people don't criticize Hasan because his community and his orbiting, communities.
The G-Boys. Yeah, nah. Again, fuck those niggas, bruh. You wanna suck this nigga dick with the rhetoric he's putting out? Plus the fact that y'all niggas aren't thinking for your damn selves, bruh. Justifying anything that comes out of his mouth? Jones is actually wild, bro. Yo, even with the Jones with, like, the riots, bro, fool is looking at heads like, yo, if your car gets blown up, yo, it's alright, bro, insurance gonna pay for that, boy. Knowing in his mind that, bro, he don't believe that, because if it happened to his car, he's tight, bro. And y'all look at that, it will somehow justify it. Crazy works. And even with bringing up the protests and junk like that, again, we can make the distinction between the peaceful protesters and the heads inciting riots. Bro, Hasan was justifying everything. Like, bro, there's no way y'all looking and can't be objective. Like, bruh, that take was stupid. He's had multiple stupid takes. Like, come on, gang. Like, there's no way.
Harassed him so much to the point where they are unable to speak. In fact, in order to be able to criticize Hasan, you need like a pretty strong mental and you need a pretty big fan base to defend you whenever this guy tries to call you a PDF file or a school shooter or a rapist randomly.
Proof? Proof? Boxed. Bye.
Out of nowhere. And as one of the people who is obviously criticizing him a lot, I thank you guys for letting me do so. Then he cries about how nobody is criticizing Asmongold but him.
The less people push back against people like this, or even Asmongold, for example, for saying,
yo, this nigga is rent-free in your fucking brain. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Oh my god. Bro, you letting the nigga get off with no rent. This shit is crazy, bro. You just letting him in there for free, and he already the Roach King, bro. Like, bro, he always on your mind, boy. That shit is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
a whole bunch of insane things that actually make this space that we occupy a less safe space for a lot of our fans that are trans or have undocumented family members or themselves are undocumented or fucking not white. You know what I mean? Like when none of us push back against these large content creators and all of the big content creators that normally understand that this kind of thing is completely unacceptable, or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable.
Nigga, what you're doing is completely 1,000 billion, I don't give a fuck what number, percent unacceptable! On some lemon grab, John. I know y'all been watching Adventure Time, one of my favorites. But yeah, what are you talking about? If you want to criticize Asmongold, sure, go ahead. But I'm going to tell you right now, the rhetoric coming from Asmongold versus the rhetoric coming from Hamas, Diddy, Osama Bin Laden, Houthi, Baby Oil Piker, yeah, it's looking crazy. The distinction, I'm gonna let you know. Because last time I checked, man, yo, Asmongold had that bad take about the Palestinians or whatever. And then he had the Ethan take with the whole Tourette situation, bro. But gang, I'm not gonna lie, he not glazing up terrorists. This, like, bro, we gotta start talking about this, John, at some point, bro. Like, what? Or at the very least, forget talking about it, because we are talking about it. You need to take accountability for this. Like,
keeps
never happening.
Silent. The only voices you hear create a new permission structure that make it seem as though everyone actually has this point of view. Everyone actually agrees with Ethan, because the only people that I hear from are people who agree with Ethan. Or the only people that I hear from are people who agree with Asmon. And anyone who speaks out against Asmon,
you are a fucking liar. The only niggas that you hear from are the niggas in your echo chamber. What are you talking about? This is bullshit. Like,
is the recipient of an endless torrent of hate.
Okay, is it our fault that you have literally like the most indefensible position on planet Earth? Like,
brother, all you had to do was not glaze terrorists. It's so crazy. Like,
terrorist support is something that even the most brazen political psychopaths will struggle to agree with. And the reason that most people you hear are on Ethan's side is because he was in the right in this situation. Now,
directly.
Sure, he might have made a couple mistakes here and there, but
of course, that's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying on the tip of like, yo, man, never beating the Ethan orbiter allegations. But no, Ethan can do wrong. And I've even said it before. That's what I'm saying. I always mention Ben Shapiro, John. But even like within this situation and all that, obviously there's different ways that Ethan can go about it that would make things more seamless for him. But even still within that factor on the base level going down, yo, he is the head in the right. Hasan, what are your orbiters doing, bruh? Like, you need to check your attack dogs, bro. They getting too feisty. What are we talking about? Never. Like,
overwhelmingly in this whole situation, he was the victim here. You guys wanted to ruin his life, and the situation all started with your little content cop with iDubbbz.
Shout out Torcus Thomas. We watched the video earlier. It's really over for Soy Dubs. It's been over.
And now that the entire thing is backfiring, you're here on stream crying absolutely every day. But back then, when most of the internet didn't know about the situation,
can't cover the toilet.
And you guys were getting away with it, you were perfectly fine with it. And come on, this is so pathetic, bro. Like, begging people to be on your side. Oh, nobody's defending.
It's like, how about you just make some fucking good points for once, and I think more heads will be on your side.
Me, wah, wah. Bro, maybe say something worth defending then? And can you, for the love of God, stop pretending your orbiters aren't completely insane?
Like, bro, you can't... Like, bro, he know what they was doing, bro. You saw that Denims stream. I know you definitely saw at least a clip, but like, there's no way.
Nobody wants to stand up for those kind of abhorrent people like Denims or Kaceytron or Sean or Froggen.
Sean, they're irrelevant? Never. By the way, once more, Beast?
You know, they just all have respective horrible takes. Surprisingly, each one of them has their own separate horrible take, completely separate from you. Then he just continues to pressure people to finally voice their opinions and defend him because he creates this apocalyptic scenario like, oh, we're just gonna go after everybody. We're gonna try to deplatform everybody. And like, Hasan is like the first domino.
I try to explain to people that this, like content creators, that this kind of silence in this circumstance unironically creates a less safe environment for everyone, including themselves, because these guys,
with the rhetoric you put out, how are you creating a safe environment? And because it was so crazy, he was like, oh, but ultimately after all this, I'm a force for good. Like, brother, not with the rhetoric you're putting out. Try again.
will eventually move on and will go after someone else, and eventually it'll be someone that you love, right? Or even if it's like Asmon and Ethan, I bracket off in different ways. Like Asmon is just right-wing reactionary and is just doing reactionary right-wing propaganda. Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation. The
lawsuit is not frivolous. Even if you want to go on the regard again, we know the main reason for the lawsuit. It's personal grudge. And obviously to that, it's the false CPS, John. We know. But within the copyright, John, they're still absolutely fucking 100% cooked on that. I don't know, brother, you're trying and you're fucking failing, bro. Holy shit.
In a way that actually is like very harmful to the space in a different way, right? He also does engage in some reactionary tendencies as well, but like overall, they're making a more toxic environment. When content creators are afraid of being involved in this because they see this as like toxic drama, they don't realize, but they end up creating a permission structure for this kind of attitude to persist, and that's it. And it just keeps growing. It won't
Right, because if they don't act and say what I want them to say, then they bad.
go anywhere unless people push back.
Yeah, Hasan talking about creating a toxic environment.
Like, this is why I'm saying he's got to be farming, bro. He's farming so excellently, because it has to be, bro. There is no way you're blatantly this stupid, but I know he is. God, bro, this joke sucks. I swear I hate hearing this guy open his mouth.
Isn't this the guy? Isn't this the guy whose chat is spamming hearts for a guy who literally shoots and kills people? Isn't this the guy who's...
He was the guy that did say the terrorist manifesto guy. You know, he was genuine in his actions.
Fanbase plays open defense for a guy lighting people on fire with Molotov cocktails? I've always said there's only one thing more insane than Hasan, and that is his chat. And the funniest thing about all of this is Hasan is actually right about one thing, that right now, if anyone tries to defend Hasan, they are usually immediately met with backlash.
Of course. One John I wasn't even thinking of. Mr. Forensic. I can't even talk. I can't even make the jokes, bro. John not even funny. I'm out. That John just pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now seriously though. Seriously. Now, Mr. Forensics, I can't even talk, seriously, jeez. Forensics ever didn't happen, Piker? Yeah, who's defending this? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You're denying the rapes on October 7th. Brother, I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of motherfuckers aren't gonna defend you for this.
Just because his positions have gotten so insane. Like, day by day, he's always adding on something to the laundry list of horrible opinions. That's why when people like Jellyfish Ludwig, you know, try to play it cool and neutral while secretly...
Oh, yeah, Lud. Oh, boy. I just saw that WestJet posted another video, nigga. With the whole Mango Birrio shit. Oh, we'll be right there for your ass. Trust.
Secretly sucking off Hasan on a regular basis, deleting videos for him, defending him at any turn. He obviously gets a lot of backlash and he gets called spineless.
Cause yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I mean, this is a classic
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Him and Baby No Backbone twinning up.
Hasan tactic. They basically just go around and, you know, him and his Orbers try to bully and silence people all the time and make sure that everybody has the exact same extreme opinions as them. And the first time the internet is collectively turning on you and the whole situation has got so big, here you are crying like a whiny little baby. That's how you sound, bro. Full grown man, by the way. Get a grip. Anyway, so Asmongold responded.
And a lot of the big content creators try to stay away from this drama.
Has it ever occurred to you that big content creators stay away from drama between Israel and Palestine because they are Americans in a Western country and they have no business and no interest making comments on international affairs that they're not educated or understand?
Yep. This is, again, I mention all the time, this is like the same John Pope Dior be saying. Like, yeah, learning all this political, John, against my will. I'm here for the drama, the slop, and the tease. You already know. Shout out to Babes. No cap. It's love to y'all. But, yeah, nah, we're here for that. It just so happens that some of this political discourse tends to get mixed in it a lot. And then some people have some crazy, insane takes on that boy, in which they're so stupid, you have to disavow them, Johns. But yeah, most people, yeah, they don't have an opinion on Israel-Palestine. Why? Because, listen, let's be frank here. It's obviously the conflict that's going on over there. People are losing their families. There's a lot of bad things going on. But most people over here in America, yeah, they're just prioritizing other things. Like, you'll see a lot of heads, like, especially the Hasan G boys, like, they'll try to do the whole like, moral grandstand thing where they'll come out like, yo, there's a genocide going on and you're over here talking about these dramas. Yes, I am. Because I'm gonna be frank with you, again, I can feel the sympathy for people that are like, you know what I'm saying, going through all this terrible stuff in the conflict. But my nigga, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, bro, and that's a whole nother thing. Like, obviously, bigger creators have bigger platforms. You see heads do, like, you know what I'm saying, fundraisers and things, especially, like, on the side for Palestine and all that type of jazz. But, yo, some of these heads, they just entertainers, my nigga. They not about to be changing the shit that's going on over there. So I don't know what type of opinions you expect niggas to have on this shit. Like, seriously. And especially not even on a content creator tip, on the regular person tip, but going back to that, bro, most heads cannot even point out Israel on a fucking map. Like, dead ass. Most heads can't even point out states on a fucking map. Like, what the hell opinions are these motherfuckers supposed to have? That shit is crazy. Like, I never be understanding that shit. Like, obviously, again, you can sympathize with the things going on over there, but brother, if you expect niggas to get into full fucking debate, bro, discourse over this shit, it's not happening.
Why would somebody like Markiplier or somebody like Mr. Beast come out and start talking about this?
They wouldn't. And you want to know why? Because if they did, I don't give a fuck about their opinions for it. I'm watching Mr. Beast because I want to see him spend $1 billion on a yacht. Like, I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast's opinion on Israel-Palestine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it should be for most heads. I say it all the time with me. Who the fuck wants my opinion on Israel-Palestine? Do you see me, my nigga? What the fuck? Are you dead ass? Yo, I'm here to fucking condemn this nigga Hasan for being a dumbass, bro. You do not want me to go into debate, bro, shit over Israel-Palestine. Get real, my nigga. Especially for the G-boys. Nigga, get for real, bruh. Like, you do not want me to be sitting here arguing with your ass in the comments. Like, bro, what the fuck? These niggas are just lying to themselves so fucking badly.
They don't understand this. They expect people in these positions to have informed, educated, and accurate opinions about...
Exactly, and that's where... And that's where the niggas be lost, bro. You cannot expect, like, your normal American you're gonna see in fucking Walmart to be knowing everything about Israel-Palestine and the whole shit going on with all the ins and outs with the conflict. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, that is so just... And that's the same thing, again, even leading back to the creators thing. Like, yo, some heads just do drama slop commentary. You expect these heads to be knowing everything about Israel-Palestine? You're mistaken.
About all of these world events. And I feel like it's a very toxic mindset to have. The fact is that
And that's a whole nother thing, too. Now I'm thinking about it, as I'm saying this, John. It's like what I was saying in other vids. I feel like another thing with the type of heads, you know, in Hasan's audience, y'all too focused on niggas' political ideologies. That is the only way you can view people. You need to... Wake up, G-boys. Like, wake up. Bro, have normal discourse, bro. Heads, again, will not even talk to people because they have differing political ideologies. That is ridiculous, bruh. Like, what are we sitting here talking about as childish? I can totally understand if people are being extremists and crazy, but bro, to not even want to say hi to a motherfucker because they have different political ideologies, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. Like, what?
Who are not elevated in any sort of a way. And just because someone's popular because they make Minecraft videos doesn't mean that they have some obligation to speak out against... you know, like some internet political drama.
Exactly. Like, yo, who's a good example for the... Yo, do y'all want Dream's opinion on Israel-Palestine? Bro, because I'm going to tell you, I don't. Like,
this is, and especially when it's so personal between two people.
I mean, it's so obvious why bigger creators won't sort of jump into this situation. First off, it
causes unwanted drama for literally no reason. Like, I'm telling you, yeah, this is why I keep saying, bro, with Hasan's audience, you gain nothing for collaborating with him, bro. Nothing. Like, it's only a net negative.
Probably don't know as much about it. Obviously, we are more involved in the online community. Obviously, I have, more intricate details of everything Hasan has done. I've covered the whole saga. So, obviously, I have a lot of back context. Meanwhile, all these other people...
The Sloppy!
They might just be seeing random clips here and there, and they don't have like a completely informed opinion, which is why they won't speak out about it, and that's perfectly fine. I absolutely hate when people ask like gamers or whatever their political opinions. Like, it's obviously not going to be as informed, and it is so pathetic that people like Hasan just...
And the sad part is, though, like... Oh my... How do I even put this, bruh? How do I even put this? You, let's say, for using that example, you're asking a gamer for their political opinions, but what you really want is for them to have the same ones as you. You're not curious about what they actually think. You just want their political opinions to align with yours because it gains more of that parasociality. I'm sorry, I gotta call it out. That's what it is. Let's be for real. Like... Bro, come on.
Just want everyone to agree with them on everything. And we know this from the whole Ethan situation, because Ethan literally agrees with Hasan's politics like...
Pretty much on most Johns, except for the whole terrorist sympathizing. That'd be bad. Like...
95%. The only thing they disagreed with was that Ethan doesn't openly support terrorists. And just because of that one disagreement, Hasan and his community completely turned on him and basically wanted to ruin his life. It's like these people are constantly looking for something to get mad about. And honestly, people...
They are. Remember, they're the victims. They're always the victims. When have they never not been the victims? Because, you know, it's always Ethan doing shit to them. They could never... literally say this all the time.
People even do this to me. They like ask me my opinions on XYZ political thing. And I always say, I don't care. I'm literally a slop tuber. My entire channel is built on
like, I'll even attest to that because, I even called myself out it. When I had covered the whole Elon Trumpy John, bro, I had called myself out. My nigga, yeah, I was covering politics. But I literally said in that John, again, if you think you're about to get a fucking, like a really good insighted opinion, some really fire shit, brother, you're watching TrillTalksEverything.
the basis of calling out stupid people and just kind of talking about what I want. So unless you're voicing stupid opinions online, then you probably don't gotta be worried about randomly showing up in one of my videos. You don't need to ask me about the political and economic state of the world. I'm sure you can get that analysis from somebody else. Now, sometimes I have to briefly...
And someone that would just, on a base level, just be way more informed. Why would you not want to... See, like, that's what I'm saying. Why would you not want to go read, like, cited sources and junk like that if you want to actually go do in-depth real research on things like the conflict and such? Bro, like, what? Like, of course, there are streamers and content creators that are obviously well incited on this junk too, but, like, to the maximum degree, and you can watch them, to get informed. But, like, to the maximum degree, like, yo... Yeah, I would suggest hitting an article or a book or some junk, bro, rather than hitting your local slop tuber on a political discourse and opinions, because I feel like them books might be a little bit more knowledgeable on the subject. Tough.
Mention it because if I'm talking about someone like Hasan whose entire life is based around politics, obviously I gotta mention certain things. I gotta
and that's what I was mentioning earlier. Like, yeah, unfortunately, within covering some of the dramas, you gotta kind of have political discourse. Sucks.
Clarify certain positions, and I'm not trying to be political there. I'm never gonna push politics on anyone. I don't find that fun at all. But I just like to point out things that are common sense. I think...
Yes, and if you think that terrorist sympathizing is a good thing, that's bad! Like...
Regardless of your politics, everybody can agree that terrorist support is bad. Terrorist propaganda is bad. You know, supporting people who violate human rights all the time is bad. Anyways, after this, Asman responds to the whole safe space
like, yo, this show with Hasan is never gonna end. Tough.
Argument by Hasan.
This space that we occupy, a less safe space for a lot of our fans that are...
It's not any less safe whenever you have to hear an opinion that you disagree with. This entire idea of a safe space... it's not really very safe for Ethan's family whenever CPS is called on him.
Yep. Agreed.
It's not very safe for people whenever they get deplatformed and they lose their job. The entire idea of a safe space and advocating for that, this is absolutely not true. And if you remember very clearly, didn't Hasan just very recently talk about one of the reasons why, people are saying bad things on the internet is because they would get beat up in real life for it? Hasan doesn't want a safe space. He wants a safe...
That's the whole conversation I have about the anonymous, the PFPs. Like, bro, let's keep it a buck. We could keep it a stack. And I'm not even trying to be on no ego Jones, because y'all know me. Y'all know how Trilly get down. Trilly ain't shit. Trilly's a dumbass. Oh, that John. But some of you niggas are not bold enough to come say this shit with your fucking face. Let's be real. And I am talking specifically to some of you fucking G-boys. Like, bro, let's get serious. You niggas will say whatever behind a fucking anime PFP or some bullshit. Let's get real.
A space that's safe for him. And
don't get it twisted. I fuck with the anime PFPs. Don't get it. Yo, Trilly loves anime. But some of you niggas getting too wild behind the Goku PFPs and that dumb shit.
If he has the ability to, he will control and enforce that on other people. You don't hate, like a bigotry. You want to be the arbiter of bigotry. You don't hate, like a power structure. You want to be the power structure.
Directly. This is the whole thing with the echo chamber. You disagree or you're critical and you get exiled, just like you would get or what is it called? Excommunicated? I don't even know the junk. No, isn't it exiled? Like back in the medieval times, you get exiled, you get sent away from the castle or whatever. Yeah, like literally.
So this idea that these people are raging against the system is actually not true. They're actually just trying to advocate and vie for control over the system so they can exercise it as a weapon against people that they don't like. So while Hasan advocates for saying that I make things less safe for people, Hasan advocates for actively making things less safe for people in real life.
Oh my god, dude, that is absolutely spot on. That is pretty much exactly the trap that Hasan tries to set, where his words will appear to be reasonable. For example, I just want a safe space for everybody. You know, sounds pretty reasonable. You want
But then you have to realize like what's going on in his space and in his echo chamber, and you realize, oh wait, it's actually not safe for the common person. It's actually very extremist and radical here.
want everybody to feel safe, but when you open that curtain and you look a little bit deeper, you realize that what he's talking about is that he just wants his opinion to be on top and to overshadow everybody else. He wants everyone he disagrees with to be deplatformed and shunned from society. And I'm not making that up. He literally admitted to this in the past as well. He wants people he disagrees with to be treated like neo-Nazis, ran off the streets. Not allowed.
Yeah, because you can't even be treated like the local dog catcher. That was so stupid.
To be the local dog walker.
You shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as if they've ever exhibited any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel.
Hasan is not talking about a safe space. He's talking about his space. A space where he can openly promote terrorists and not be...
It's Luffy boys. I'm still like, that still actually gets me so pissed. Like, yo, this fool really got up and said that the Timothy Chalamet, he would do what Luffy would do, bro. That is... Like, that actually pisses me off on an ethereal level. And I don't give a fuck. Again, I don't give a shit if niggas judge me. Niggas have said I should have got a fucking boarded. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck no more. Nigga, I am gonna be on my fucking elitist shit and gatekeeping with this nigga Hasan specifically, bro. Stop ruining niggas shit. You don't know shit about anime, nigga. Stop doing this shit to seem relatable. I was talking about this shit in one of the other vids. Nigga, stop using the anime and all this dumb shit to seem relatable. My nigga, you don't know shit about this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You trying to psy out more Gen Z niggas to come in your shit. It's not happening. Bro, that shit is done, bro. Take Zoro's swords off the fucking wall. You don't even know what them shits are called, bro. Deadass. Yo, somebody tell this nigga Hasan to name one of Zoro's swords. Nigga, he didn't even know if the fucking swastika sword was from Bleach or not. Yo, this nigga, oh my god. Holy fuck. Anyway, going back to the One Piece, John. Yeah, bro. Like, it's done. You out here saying that this bull is basically the representation of Luffy. He want to put niggas on a pike. Brother, Luffy is the fucking sun god, my nigga. The fucking warrior of liberation. What the fuck about putting niggas on a pike is liberating? This nigga's a dumbass. Like, I really need y'all niggas to understand, but they gonna keep sucking his cock. It's fucking hilarious.
Be criticized for it. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. You actually do have to sit there and hear opinions from people different than you, especially on the internet. And
exactly. This is how you broaden your scope and, like, broaden your perspectives and shit like that. But no. Echo chamber.
Thing is, people can disagree and be perfectly fine with it. The funniest thing about my videos is that there's actually a lot of people that disagree with a lot of the things I say, and they never actually get super mad at me. They will just respectfully tell me if I get something wrong.
People, yo, shout out to the audience. No, again, seriously, because this is what I did. Drinking grammar shit. This is the Johns I be talking about all the time. Like, obviously, heads can have good combos and even go back and forth our arguments and Johns like that. But within that, you gotta keep it cordial and amicable. Cause yo, we not fighting. You feel me? We having a conversation. Let's have good discourse. Obviously, we can disagree, and even when trying to come to the bridge, you don't have to agree in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still disagree, but understand where the person is coming from, and that's fine. That's how most Johns and most discourse should go. That is not what this nigga wants. Like, that is not at all what he wants. Like, bro.
They will respectfully disagree.
But even again, to that factor, and I'll be saying this all the time with heads in the comments, yo, heads will disagree with me. And I think that's good, because you know what that shows? Yo, your audience is not an echo chamber. It's not, they're not psyoped. You know what I'm saying? They're able to think objectively for themselves. This is what you want from heads. And then you cultivate a good community, because if you have people that can think for themselves, obviously, you would hope, at least in the common sense part, they could be able to point out something that's really good from something that's really bad.
but they'll never try to like remove me from existence. And that's kind of the fan base you want to cultivate, where it doesn't matter if we have...
You want heads? Oh, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't mention it. Trilly's, he's selling out here. He didn't mention the genuine criticism versus hate. But no, seriously, like a lot of heads, again, and I'm sure like Pegasus, this is more or less what he's saying too. Like a lot of heads in the comments will give me genuine criticism. Oh, Trilly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You playing the fucking gong too much. Yo, stop playing that shit. No, I mean, be for real. But even though I do, I'm not gonna cap. But like, yo, or like, yo, you could do this by fiction, Mike, or like, yo, you were saying a little bit like more Jones or whatever. You could have been like this. Like, they're trying to help because they're trying to see me become a better content creator. You know, a better slop tuba, sloppy, lovely. And I appreciate everybody for that. That's why it's always love. I ain't gonna lie. But when heads come out straight hating on some weird John, bro, you not trying to help the creator. It's like, bro, you getting ignored. You're getting slighted, bro. Bro, you're not getting attention. Even though some of you G boys. Y'all getting attention in the vids, but I would never respond to you niggas in the comments. I already made those mistakes. Bro, that's the same shit Ian doing, where you going back writing whole fucking paragraphs to niggas. Nah, hell nah, bro. You fucking crazy? Like,
somewhat different opinions regarding certain things. As long as we agree on some central values and moral principles, we'll probably get along. You know, the funniest thing, I got a message on Instagram. Somebody said that I basically disagree with everything you say, but you're absolutely hilarious, so I still watch your videos. And those...
Yo, this is... Bro, I swear, again, and I was just talking about the G-Boys, I swear this is how the G-Boys feel about me. No ego tip, I think these niggas just really disagree with me, especially when I'm talking about Hasan, but these niggas find me funny or some shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, some of these niggas be coming back, and I know who you niggas are, bro. Like,
those are some of like my favorite comments ever. Obviously, you know, I don't know why you did.
Because I appreciate, yeah, now comments like that are cool because it's like, yo, again, heads don't have to agree, but there's still a factor of where there's an appreciation because, yo, they're, at the end of the day, when you watch a YouTuber and shit and all that, John, they're there to entertain you. Because if they're not, you're not watching a nigga. Let's keep it a buck. Stamped. You know what I mean? So anyway, coming off of that, there's still that factor of they enjoyed watching your video, enjoyed, like, you know what I'm saying, hearing your perspectives. They may not agree, but they can enjoy the way you're putting it out. Like, yo, that's still something you can find a common bridge and be good on. Like, duh. Like, even if, again, you don't agree.
Disagree with everything I say. That's kind of insane. But still, I don't know. I just find it hilarious that there's like legit.
And like, I'm sure the person doesn't disagree with everything you say. This is probably more the political discourse, I would imagine.
Admit like Hasan fans watching me just because I'm actually more entertaining than that moron. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. I just said that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, these G boys, they do not fucking like me, bro. They do not like me, bro. Swear to God, they do not like my discourse or nothing, my takes, nothing. But boy, I know you niggas find me entertaining. And I'm telling you, bruh, that's fine. Again, I'ma be real. I was real in one of the other vids. I find Hasan entertaining, not because of his takes, his political discourse, any of that shit. I say it all the time. He's a fucking moron. But boy, does he make me laugh every goddamn day on the Daily Slops. I love seeing this nigga embarrass himself. It's fucking hilarious. This is what I'm saying. Bro, come on.
Again, apologies for, you know, shitting on you 24/7, because if you're a Hasan fan, I'm sorry. I gotta shit on you, but...
That's what I'm saying. I gotta shit on you too, because you really sucking this nigga's cock and it's crazy. But hey, bro, you keep watching, so I appreciate you, my nigga.
Appreciate you watching, regardless, all right?
Or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable.
Wasn't Hasan just advocating for freedom of speech the other day? And saying that, you know, oh, well, you're a free speech defender. All of the values that these people, you know, pretend to have, they just simply use these values against you. They don't have these values themselves. They don't care about these values. They use these values as a tool to make you subvert your own goals. Unacceptable to who? To him. He's decided that it's unacceptable. This is, again, what I was saying.
Yep.
You don't want freedom.
Because whatever Hasan goes, that's what has to go. Nah, bruh. Nah, that's not how it's working. Again, that's called an echo chamber. Ain't going for that.
Speech. You want to control who can speak.
Exactly.
If only there was a theory that encapsulated everything about Hasan in one neat word. Hasanetics, ladies and gentlemen, created by Pegasus, of course. Please open your textbooks to page 42, paragraph 3. Hasan's opinion is the only one that matters. Everyone else is always wrong. Free speech only applies to Hasan and his orbiting moons. Everybody else needs to be run off the internet and
Pretty much.
potentially killed. Make sure to highlight that one in your
Don't know about that one, but with some of their discourse again.
textbook, kids. That will be on the test next Monday. And make sure to do your homework. You gotta watch at least 30 seconds of Hasan. I know.
Absolutely not. Actually, well, too bad. I already did that watching the vid.
I know nobody likes homework, but you gotta do it, all right?
Like, do you really think that all these wholesome, normal, like good, family-friendly YouTubers watch you promote terrorism and then...
No. Yo, let's keep it a buck here. Y'all think Nick A30 is about to be popping on the Hasan stream? I don't think so. At least not to my knowledge. Watch me be wrong and somehow Nick A30 was with Hasan. I would be absolutely just livid. I would eat my shoe. I'll keep it a buck. I'll eat my slide.
and they think, oh, wow, that's my...
But I highly doubt it, and that would make any sense, because, again, he's making family-friendly Fortnite Johns, bro. I don't think it's too good to be hanging around with Houthi Piker.
guy.
Yes, actually, you're gonna see Report of the Week come out, and instead of reviewing the latest McDonald's sandwich, he's gonna be reviewing Hasan's favorite terrorist groups. Jacksepticeye's next video is gonna
And today about Hamas, like, what the f...
be on the ethics of Hamas. That's the
Like,
world
bro.
Hasan wants to live in, where everybody is just talking about politics.
Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation.
It's not frivolous again.
Who decides that it's frivolous?
Hasan.
Hasan or
Yeah,
or multiple people with law degrees?
Well, I mean, Hasan does have
probably the people with law degrees, but if we're going on this on these terms, then our king, Hasan Piker, our glorious Zaddy King.
a degree in Hasanetics, of course. So I don't know. I think Hasan wins that one. He has a PhD, actually.
If people like Hasan want other content creators to get behind them and support them, then they need to do things that are more worthy of support.
I don't know if they could do that one, boss.
Promoting terrorism, constantly lying about people, calling people generational sexual assaulters,
Probably not good.
calling people pedos and lolly lovers with no evidence,
Zero.
just calling somebody a school shooter. This isn't something that average people are going to listen to and they're going to say, oh, wow, this is really cool. Let's go ahead and go with this.
Dude, you know the funniest thing? Whenever I meet people in real life and they ask me to, like, describe my content, and I'm like, oh, you know, I make commentary videos that talk about, like, internet drama.
I don't care how cringe it is. Yo, if somebody asks me what type of content I'm making, bro, I'm saying I'm making slop, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I really don't give a fuck how cringe that is. I'm just gonna say it, bro, because it's the truth.
And they ask, oh, okay, so who you're talking about? And obviously now I gotta say, you know, Hasan, he's like this big streamer and he says some crazy shit. And then they ask me, oh, yeah, what does he say? And then I just gotta, like, slowly mutter, yeah, he does, you know, he just openly...
Yeah, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, heads start getting into these details. I'm not gonna hold you. We gonna have to totally pivot, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely make the T videos, hon. I mean, that's not a lie, but like,
like supports terrorists and stuff. And you just see their jaw drop. They're like, what? Actual true story. This has happened like 2 or 3 times, by the way. But yeah, fun times, interesting times, guys. Anyways, let's move on to Hasan's orbiting moons.
let's not.
Asu Subreddit drops a wake up edit.
Ethan, wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Ethan, wake up.
On a whole different level of stupid, bro.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan. Ethan, wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Still ain't got no damn mouse pad. Bullshit.
Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Oh my god, one by one, the dominoes fall. 4 lawsuits and counting. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Where are we going to be in a month from now? How screwed are the Hasan orbiters going to be? And maybe
Pretty cooked.
Hasan himself. Stay tuned for the greatest series on planet Earth. Denims implies that she will not settle with Ethan, has obtained legal counsel, and will be fighting the lawsuit in court.
Finally, on the Ethan Klein lawsuit stuff, just to reiterate with all of you, I will be fighting this lawsuit. I have legal counsel. They are actively
Yo, she's a fucking idiot. You're so stupid. Yo, Denims. You blatantly said, yo, since you don't want to support Ethan Klein and all that jazz, nah, if you want to watch the vid through me, all this type tip, bro. Oh my god, this is so stupid. You're blatantly saying, yo, come support me, throw me a prime, all this jazz, bro. What? This is absolutely not the time to really want to be fighting, yo. I would be going for settle, but hey, listen, the money all going to Ethan anyway. That's tough. Yo, his attorney's making generational wealth.
working towards drafting some stuff. I can't really share more than that right now, but I can't really share strategy right now. But they are working tirelessly for this case, and I can assure all of you that all of this is going to directly fund the paperwork, the documents that are currently being worked on that will be filed, and I'm very excited to. Once it is filed and once it's public, to share it with you guys.
Well, I mean, at least you
I
have
would not be excited about that at all.
a lawyer that is already better than Kaceytron at the moment. But man, you are gonna get so cooked. How
Like, she's quite literally dead to rights more than anything else in this world. Like, bruh, she couldn't be more cooked on this. There is no point in trying to fight this at all.
were you possibly going to defend openly stealing content maliciously? And I don't know if I believe her, to be honest. She's saying that all the GoFundMe money is going directly to fund the lawsuit.
I know for sure I don't believe Frogan, because she directly said it. It'll go to personal expenses and shit.
I mean, you better post receipts of that shit, because I'm absolutely not buying that. If you're anything like your friends iDubbbz and Anissa, you might be secretly pocketing some of that money.
Maybe a little 34%.
Not to mention, she literally admitted last time that she will be self-funding if there was any lawsuit going
This one ain't self-funded. Curious.
forward, which means she does potentially have the money to fund this herself. But she's taking advantage of the situation to crowdfund money from her tier 3 simps. Unless that was a bluff too and she's actually completely broke. There's no real way to tell here. Because unlike the other people, she did have a semi-decent viewership. And I don't know how much that OnlyFans is raking in either. But we'll see. I'm praying to God if this goes to court, they live stream the trial because oh my god.
Nah, that would actually be insane. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, heads would really be farming this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm there for every hour.
That would be insane content. You guys would be fed for the next year. Now moving on to Froggen. Apparently she's taking the week off. Thank you so much for the support. If you guys want to continue this GoFundMe, my legal defense is here. Willie Mac says, bro, you're getting sued. You can't afford to take time off. Dude.
It's sad because I'm like, hey, man, can she take the rest of her career off? That would be great. But at the same time, it's like, yo, Willie's spitting here, man. She really can't afford it. Dang.
Dude, that's absolutely crazy. You should be working overtime right now. How will you afford the sandwiches? How will you afford the extra stuffed pizza? Come on. No wonder she asked for double of what the other two are asking. Yeah, by the
That was a good one. I can't lie.
way, this just shows that the amounts they're asking is completely random. Like somebody's asking 150, 100K, 200K. How about you state exactly how much the lawyer fees are so other people don't get scammed? But obviously,
This is the John I'm saying. And that was a whole nother thing with Denims' first GoFundMe. Like, how do we know you weren't going to pull a Keffels? Like,
they don't care about that. They're just trying to make as much money as possible. Anyways, let's move on to Shonda Black.
Shonda irrelevant.
If you remember last video, Ethan decided to add him to the lawsuits and made Taylor Lorenz grovel at his feet to drop the lawsuit. If the Snark
Hey, that
celebrate
drives me
Taylor
crying.
Lorenz apologized for calling me a misogynist, I'll drop the lawsuit. Well, Sean responded, this is the last thing I'll say about this, but Ethan Klein is using me to force accomplished women journalists to grovel.
Accomplished women journalists. Nah. If anything, yeah, that one, but more or less.
To him is ironically exactly misogyny he claims is inaccurate in this very.
What? How is... What? Yo, telling him, yo, y'all about to apologize so this fool doesn't get his ass sued? I'm not gonna lie, how is that misogynist? Like, what? This is so stupid. Have you seen the shit that Taylor Lorenz has said about Ethan, bro?
Post. He presents a false choice. Grovel to him as he exerts the control he wants to feel over women.
What the hell are you talking about? This nigga's actually a... Oh my god. He's a different level of stupid, bro. He doesn't... Bro, the control he wants to feel over women, bro, this whole John, yo, this misogyny narrative is so annoying! Oh my god, bro. Ethan is not a misogynist, bro. These idiots and morons need to apologize because the John they're putting out about him is bad faith and disingenuous, bro. Like, they just straight lying.
deny him whatever gratification he gets from that narcissistic behavior, and subsequently be blamed by him for his small creator being sued. I reject this choice. F you, Ethan. I love how he rejected this choice after Ethan already rejected it for him. Do I think Ethan was actually gonna drop the lawsuit? Probably not. Maybe he was just trolling them. I don't really know. I'm not inside Ethan's head here. In my opinion, he should
maybe showing the blacks, like maybe, but bro, I'm telling you, at the very least, Denims' lawsuit is not getting dropped, and she herself, as we just seen, said in her infinite wisdom, which is none, that yeah, she's quite excited to show ya how she's gonna fight this out.
Absolutely not, because these people need to have a reality check or they're going to continue being disingenuous pieces of shit. Tectone responded, Shonda Black about to be Shonda Broke.
Nah, forget Shonda Irrelevant. Nah, Shonda Broke is so much better. I'm not even gonna lie. No Tectone Glaze, but that shit is funny, bro.
Fortnite L Dance.
Now, when Tectone was like, when he told Denims, yo, the John, nah, that shit was hilarious. Yo, that John had me dying for a minute, bro. I had to make that John an intro clip. He was like, yeah, bro, go fuck with Shonda Black or something. Yo, that sent me to the stratosphere, bro. I was done up, bro. That shit... Yo, he was like, yeah, go fuck with somebody on your level, dumbass.
Let's have a white dude to complete the circle of ism.
Oh, shoot. It was Cameron. But, like, yeah, let's get Mike out of here.
Right, anyways, let's move on to Kaceytron. She's continued crying on Twitter now. I'm so sick of incel. Wow.
Yo, we about to skip this Kaceytron segment, bro. I can't, bro. I can't hear the word incel every other word. Like, bro, I can't, bro. I'm done. Yo, how many times do we have to tell this woman? Hun, the heads that are giving you genuine criticism, for real, I'm sure there are heads that are just doing hating, weird shit, all that, John. I'm not gonna lie. Bad on that part. But the heads giving you genuine criticism, they are not incels. You cannot label all these heads incels. Like, oh, I'm so tired of this, bro. Like, this John was so... Bro, this was pissing me off so bad in the other vid, bro.
We're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words in, and we got incels.
Like, it's every other John, bro. Oh, my God.
Ready. Pearl clutching about me smoking weed. Holy F, what a bunch of...
Yes. You know what? Let's play into the dumbness. Yes. But you know what's so funny? There was 18 minutes of you hitting the bong, hitting the volcano bags, and there was only 15 minutes of you giving actual commentary. The video's an hour and 43 minutes. Yo, you, again, as Ethan in the video showed, you spent more time smoking than you did actually giving commentary, reacting to the vid. You're done up. But anyway, it's not even about the smoking for real. It's about how the factor, yo, you dead said, yeah. You yourself, I know for sure. She was like, yo, I know people don't want to necessarily support Ethan Klein. Like, bruh, you're done. You're done.
Of soy boy freaks. You think I were in a back alley giving jobs for dirty drugs?
What the like, why are you even coming out saying all of this? So, bro, forget it.
I spend less money on weed a month than you do on gacha games. Corn sick, lonely ass incel freaks. She's really up in that incel tally here. The rage baiting won't work on the judge. You know that, right?
Exactly, because, like... Yeah, they just posted the Pegasus vid. Nah, that's hilarious.
People are linking my video. Oh, my. More threats, intimidation, and harassment from the incel brigade. They're
Is this the only word this woman knows? Oh my God, bro. Like, this is actually sending me so bad.
Trying to intimidate me into silence. I have every right to speak on the way I'm feeling right now and the mental anguish this has caused me.
And yes, hun, I would say you do have the freedoms to speak on what you're feeling right now. But you need to also know that we have the freedoms to tell you that it's stupid as hell. Like...
Casey, I present to you a challenge. Make one tweet or say one statement without the word incel in it.
Level impossible.
Holy God, that is our favorite word. Anyway, she keeps going. Asmongold is rallying his troops against me. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse and will never get better. He's signaling to his hate.
Asmongold literally said bar for bar, he doesn't talk about you unless you talk about him. So, I wonder why any of this would be happening. It seems you probably talked about him, which you did.
Audience that he wants to run a lifelong harassment campaign against me and lightly hinting that I should neck myself. He literally never said that.
What the fuck? Like, and they can just get this shit off. and niggas will be behind him 100. It's crazy, bro. Damn.
It continues, the incel brigade was so upset to see me getting empathy. They've been doing yet another mass spear campaign to disparage my character and convince people that I'm deserving of having my life ruined. Awful men in this platform hate to see women not continuously
No. It's not even a factor of, well, some heads probably do think you deserve to have your life ruined, but it's not even a factor of you deserving it. It's the factor that you are the one who is causing it directly. Like, what are we...
Humanized. Obviously, turn this into a men versus women issue, so all the absolute brain-dead, low IQ rejects on Twitter take your side. All the mentally ill Twitter girlies go, well, women gotta support the woman. They are now scrubbing through all my social...
Nah, not too much on the girly pops. Again, I be saying all the time, you already know. Shout out to babes. And I seen in the other video, because I was asking, yo, how heads was feeling about Kaceytron. I saw a bunch of the babes, again, putting on real, showing them, how the real girly pops get down, you feel me? But yeah, they were saying, yeah, Kaceytron not on shit. And she definitely not speaking for all women. So, I don't think they're going for that.
Media to find anything damning of me, even claiming I said Asmongold necked his mom, which is a lie. You definitely did imply that. As well as being upset, I said bad empanada was funny. The crash out is because there was one post on r/this expressing empathy towards me. The incel hate brigade
It's like foul mal, bro. I don't know.
It cannot stand when their behavior makes it out of the incel echo chamber and seen for what it is.
Like, bro, I'm looking at this and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even reading this, bro. It's the same word soup of like, oh man, these incels, oh man, these heads going down the alt-right pipeline, these misogynists. It's the same junk every time. I've already seen it. Like, change it up, bro. I'm tired of seeing this junk.
Dude, I can't even take it seriously. It's so funny. Didn't realize the audio was muted. So this absolute idiot posted this 1-minute clip of Asmongold and it was completely muted. She was definitely smoking like 60 times before this, bro. Ain't no way. Look at this. There's no audio.
Y'all see the level of intelligence we're working with?
Oh my god. So anyways, from the top ropes, we got Omega Simp Mike from PA defending her. Is Twitch going to wait until someone is seriously injured by these incel stalking communities before they do something about it? By the way, extremely...
Yo, how many times I gotta get up here and eviscerate this nigga, bro? Like, I swear to fucking God, bro. How many times? Mike, weren't you the boss saying, nah, we shouldn't have actual discourse about Israel-Palestine? Nah, like, them actual, good combos about it? Even though, again, like we were saying earlier in the tip, yeah, most of these heads, I feel like, probably, good reasons why they're not giving their conjecture on it, because, yeah, heads is just not as educated on this, John, as some of you pretend you are. But sidebarring that, brother, you don't want to have those conversations. You want to have the ones about calling Asmongold a rat. A roach. Yeah, talking about, yeah, bro, like, yo, cause his mom smoking cigarettes. Yo, this is all Asmongold's fault. Like, you want to say all this type of jazz. Now you're talking about, wait until someone is seriously injured by these incel stalking communities? Brother, if we pull up your clips, you're looking dumb as shit like always. Like, come on, man.
Injured by these incel stalking communities before they do something about it. By the way, extremely ironic coming from Mike from PA, bruh. Here is Asmongold doing a direct call to action for his community to harass another partnered streamer. I don't care who you are, that's not okay. And he's linked the muted video. Even this guy didn't even...
There is no way these niggas are this fucking stupid. Oh my God.
Even click on the video, bro. Nah, you can't make this up. He didn't even click on this video, and he said, "This is a direct call to action."
I'm sorry, I can't, bro. I can't, bro. How are you not of relative intelligence to even see that, yo, that clip that you're trying to repost here, brother? Yeah, it doesn't even have a point to prove because there's nothing being said.
To harass another streamer. You can't be serious. Also, this is the same guy who said he wants Ethan to bleed from the mouth. This is the same guy who says if he sees someone at TwitchCon, it's on site or something. This is the same guy who's like threatening to kill people. You put a bounty on somebody before. Just destroyed. This he's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself. Interesting. Wow. Now, apparently, people are defending her with random sob stories. We grew up in extreme poverty. Blah 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 blah. Food stamps. Streaming allowed Casey a way out. All right. People like Ethan Klein have no idea what it means to live in poverty. This feels like the most blatant examples of class warfare. Holy mother of God! How do you get this stupid?
I'm dead ass. Like, I would be looking at motherfuckers saying this, and I'm really just sitting there in absolute disappointment. Like, I'm like, are y'all serious right now? Like, we're blatantly just obfuscating. Ask Kaceytron, Denims, and Frogan what they did on why they're getting sued. Well, they're gonna lie to you about it and try to misconstrue it to some way, you know, Ethan's a misogynist and or racist and the lawsuit is sexist, yada yada. But yeah, they blatantly, maliciously went into steal content, nuke Hasan Piker. They did not want to have support go to Ethan Klein. Y'all are boxed. Done.
Anyways, Asmongold responded, continues to show no sympathy for Kaceytron, also calls out Mike from PA.
This is Asmongold from Kaceytron. And so anyway, I don't know if we really want to watch this entire video, but I just want to go...
Jesus Christ, bro. This is hilarious! Oh my God, bruh. I thought you, like, never said no Jones about him, now. Crazy works. And again, like Asmongold himself said, bruh, he's not talking about you unless you talk about him. It seems you got him in your mouth a lot. A lot. What are we talking about?
Through it's so long it's actually boring. These are all the posts that she's made about
it's so long it's like, dang, it's not even worth it for real. I can't even actually laugh at it, bro.
Me. She's made all these posts about me. She's constantly talking about me. This is the person who's saying that I'm rallying the troops against her. If you think even for a second that you are going to try to seek any type of sympathy from me, that is not the case.
Yeah, that crybaby John is embarrassing. Like, you gotta stop these plays. They're not working.
Criticizing somebody for doing something bad. Oh, wow, he says he doesn't feel bad for somebody who said that he killed his mom? Oh, no. Get the f*** out of here.
I mean, I'm glad that Asmon is not backing down. These people absolutely deserve everything they are getting. Also, if there's any doubt that Casey was implying that Asmon killed his mom, well, here we have this clip.
Kaceytron even liked a tweet that is accusing me of indirectly killing my mom.
That tweet, it says, thankfully, XQC's lifestyle hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least.
Like, what the fuck? Like that shit, I'm not gonna lie, like, parasocial tip, but that shit really bothered me, bruh. Cause, like, y'all already know, bruh. Obviously, shout out, we love the boss. You know, we love the boss. So seeing some shit like this, bro, this shit really fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, I can't believe niggas is really down terrible. They got so much fucking hate in their heart that they would imply someone is going to kill their fucking parents, bro. You niggas are sad fucking pathetic. Go the fuck outside. You niggas are terminally the fuck online. And then wonder why niggas call you fucking pathetic. Call you niggas G-boys and all this shit. Like, what the hell? Who the fuck is going around doing this? How the fuck? And this just goes back to the thing. Oh my God, that's so funny. Cause this goes back to the John I was saying, bro. Heads would love to say this behind a PFP and John like that. You would never say this out loud in real life. Cause you know for damn sure if you did, my nigga, this shit is looking crazy as fuck. My bad. That John just really bothers me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, on some serious Trilly shit, but whatever. Gel back.
I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and
Why the fuck would you like that shit?
I have a lack of respect for Asmongold.
Okay, you can criticize whatever opinion you have for him, all this type of shit. Why would you imply that he killed his fucking mother? Are you a dumbass? You fucking are. And they need to stop letting your asses blow in from Stupid Town. I keep saying that too.
After letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions, I'm sorry. Like, you're a millionaire. You have all of the resources in the world. Why is your sick mother living like that? Like, I'll say it. I don't care. If that makes me a bad person,
okay.
Still miles above of Asmongold.
You're not in any regard.
Miles above Asmongold.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And so...
Oh yeah, now karma is a conniving bitch, let me tell you. And it's... she set her nails out for their asses. I ain't gonna hold you.
Whenever I see somebody saying this, I think it's just a matter of time. And whenever it inevitably happens, I will be there to laugh.
I mean, he absolutely called it literally a year ago. Karma is real, fellas. Note it down. Also, that is absolutely implying that Asmund killed his mom there.
Exactly,
You're basically trying to say that he didn't take care of her enough and that led to her death. Also, Kowalski analysis.
That shit
What
is
is this video right here? What
They've been watching the series. Yeah, that just got me crying.
did I say? Everybody's a fan, baby. And thank you, YouTube. This is on the homepage as well. You know, pushing out my videos. That's
Big
That's a
content.
good boy.
Big
YouTube.
slop.
Good shit.
Big
Also, by
slops.
the way, Mike from PA is like the biggest loser ever.
Yes, let's not even talk about. I don't know. No. You know what? I will do it for this time, but actually, I can't even because she's literally right here. Funny enough. Hold on.
That's a good boy, YouTube. Good shit. Also, by
Bad Bunny's here. I can't even act where.
the way, Mike from PA is like the biggest loser ever, and he just finds any way to insert himself in any of these situations.
Let me correct that. He finds his way to insert himself and then embarrass himself 100% in these scenarios. There you go.
Just like all these orbiters do. They're like a bunch of ants gathering around like a piece of sugar. Oh, there's drama. Oh, one of my degenerate friends was being attacked. I gotta jump in on this. I gotta farm some Twitter likes. Anyways, XQC also chimed in on the situation.
Don't let the tears blind you from how low these people stoop when they see an opportunity to strike. Okay, they go as low as possible. She did some.
I give it to him. Yeah, WXQC moment. Cause yeah, he's correct. Cause that's exactly what these heads do. It's the cry bully, John.
Think about like Asmund's mom. I'm pretty sure she tweeted some shit about me when I was going to my court case and my fake shit over. She piled on. Yo, when she sees a weak target, she strikes as hard as she can.
XQC having good takes. It's becoming a common occurrence now. I'm actually.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. During that, I bring it up all the time. During that view by the John, Rakai, and Ray, they was calling them all out or whatever. It doesn't even matter in the overall grand scheme things because let's keep it a buck here, bro. At some points, a lot of heads is view botting, bro. Does it even matter, bro? If heads got motion, they got motion. But anyway, that's a sidebar to that. Yo, XQC said, hey man, don't attack me. Attack my story though. And I don't care what nobody says. For that specifically, that is an XQCW. Because that really was. Like, bruh. With most of these heads, it's like, yeah, y'all trying to go post shift onto all these other Johns. Nah. What did y'all do, though? Like, bro, that's what it is. Like,
This XQC, has he been replaced by another life form? But yeah, he's completely right. The only reason they're crying now is because they're not in the majority. Anytime they see like a weaker target or somebody struggling, they're gonna try to kick them while they're down. That's literally what they did to XQC as well when he was having that whole lawsuit with Adept. Now click this video to send Hasan to North Korea. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
you already know, gang. Shout out there. Glorious Slap King. More Pegasus. You already know how to get down. Shade of love. They are completely fucked now. If you want to watch the OG original video, that boy will be down in the description. First link, share the love. But you already know, Final Basic Conjecture, this boy is a yap session, I'm not gonna lie. John just pissed me off. I just don't understand, like, what are these bulls supposed to be gaining at the overall? Because I know I already broke it down myself. Again, I don't think any of these bulls being the orbiters actually I remember someone had brought it, was talking about it in the comments too, like, yeah, Hasan would never go after any of these fools. And I'm like, yeah, duh, I ain't gonna lie. Again, like I say all the time, yo, they glaze him. He will never glaze anybody that isn't Hezbollah, Hamas, or the Houthis, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, off that. Yeah, they trying to do this, John, I'm guessing for, like, just the clout and the cheese and just to be in the position that Hasan's in, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, it's doing them all terrible. Real bad. So, yeah, they should probably fix this shit up. And Hasan, yeah, I don't give a fuck, because we already know he's opening up his mouth tomorrow. So I'll see you on the slops then. But other than that, you already know, again, share out and share a love with more Pegasus. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.